Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, December 25th, 2019. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day and have some wonderful plans prepared for today. And I hope it's a day for you to have some cherished memories to develop and some fun times with family, friends, all of that good stuff. Nothing but positivity for every one of you guys today. So let's just get these cards shuffled up and let's see what the energy for today is and some insight that you can bring to your gatherings and to your day itself. So I think these cards are pretty much ready to go. Probably just going to do a couple more shuffles this way just to get them all shuffled up. And I think we're ready. So let's put our first pile down. Our second pile, and finally now, our third. And let's see, where do we want to go today? I'm kind of feeling this last pile. So let's see what we have for a card, shall we? The Emperor. So let's talk a bit about the Emperor, major arcana card, if you remember, which is all about major life events and some things that we want to consider with that. So let's look at some of the keywords and some key thoughts to keep in mind for today. So the Emperor has the energy of an older man, stability, dependability, fatherhood, a father-like figure, protectiveness, authority, being practical, being logical, being pragmatic, someone that loves and wants to have structure in their life. All these are different types of energy that associate themselves with the Emperor. So from a general context, what do we want to think about for today? It's all about being around solid instability. It's all about being around grounded people or being grounded yourself, either being protected or acting as a protector. Also remember, this type of energy has the potential of being rigid and stubborn. If you start finding yourself being like that, you may want to back it off a little bit, just to be on the safe side, especially if you're going to family gatherings. Some other things to keep in mind is because this energy is all about being really focused, really rigid, and really task-oriented, sometimes that takes the place of being fun and just out of frivolity. If that's the situation, you may want to pull back a little bit on that as well. Some other aspects that we would want to keep in mind is, as I said, it's got the energy of an older person, older male person. So if you are around that type of person today, and they are being a little bit rigid, a little bit structured, and a little bit overly protective, try to approach that with some understanding. Try to approach that with a smile, because if someone's acting that way towards you, it's probably because they really, really care about you a lot. So from a final aspect, from this standpoint anyway, try to keep in mind too that the Emperor can be really dominant, can be overly logical, and really believes in mind over heart. And as I said a little bit earlier, if you find yourself being that way, try to pull back a little bit, because that's not a lot of fun for people to be around. And if you are experiencing that from somebody, just sort of, as I said earlier, understand where it's coming from. The intent is good, however, the delivery may not be so good. And finally, this is the card of fatherhood. So that being said, that's all I get to say on that one. So from a love and relationship standpoint, some things to consider. When we look at this type of situation, we look at this type of energy, it's all about order, structure, logic, routine. So that sometimes can be practical and dependable and protective. However, in some situations, people may find that a little bit boring, a little bit oppressive. Figure out where you fall within all of this, whether you are actually acting like the Emperor or whether or not you're involved in someone that's acting like the Emperor. And just talk about things, talk things through, and sort of just get back and forth going, communications going, because it goes a long way. I've got friends that have this personality. I tend to have this personality to an extent, and I always try to consciously remember that and consciously try to adjust myself accordingly so I don't seem all that overbearing, which I can tell you right now, anyone that knows me listening to this is probably going to say, yeah, Bri, you're a little bit overbearing still. So from a money and a career standpoint, some things to consider, even though you guys probably have the day off, is that you will reap the rewards through success for all the things that you've been putting yourself through, for all the energy you've been putting out there, for the hard work, for the focus, for the perseverance, all of those things, the rewards are going to be moving forward for you. One thing you do want to consider and always remember is persistence is key. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't stop short. Keep persisting, because persistence is the key to all successes, right? Also, keep in mind some good opportunities are coming up through the energy of this card. Being that it's a new year just around the corner, this may be your opportunity to move forward in something that you really want to do, something that really sparks your passion, but along with that, make some very strong business sense and financial sense, something that's going to offer you financial security without a hell of a lot of risks. So all in all, I think this is a pretty cool card for Christmas Day. We're all going to experiencing some form of the energy of the Emperor. Either it's going to be us during one of our gatherings, or it's going to be dealing with someone that's acting like the Emperor during our gatherings. Either way, keep that in mind, keep that smile on your face, live in the moment, and relish and cherish the memories that you're actually creating this Christmas Day. And until tomorrow, be safe, be well, and be blessed.